Edge Technology Screens. Today we're going to do a very simple, easy demonstration. We've done these before on this technology many times. This is our Black Nova 17 or the Advanced Ambient Light Rejection 17 Black Nova. So I'm just going to show up a little clip here of some country scenery really quick. I like to show up some amazing white level capabilities. Now, as I said before, in order for the screen to be able to pull white levels such like that, it has to have the ability to be able to pull and see white levels from the door. So there's no way in the world it's going to be able to produce bright, beautiful grass and beautiful reds and blues and greens if it doesn't have the ability to be able to pull off those very high white levels. And as I said before, it's a bit of a shame that we still have to deal with individuals that are just so bent that the fact that black technology is not supposed to have the capability to produce beautiful white levels because that's unheard of. You know, as I said, at the end of the day, my technology is blessed by God's hands. So this is the reason why I have the ability to be able to pull off such beautiful images. And it's sad that you still have individuals still trying to pump these campaigns. And like I said, it comes off making them look absolutely foolish. Keep in mind of the multiple demonstrations that our technologies have to go through every single day, and they have not completed not one demonstration matching our technologies. Basic demonstration, as it's painted, the 12 was so dark you couldn't see the screen. This is a 17. They're 3 times darker than 12. So this is what we're going to do. Find the right remote control first before we do that one. 4K Snow screensaver. Now, as I said before, that if you're taking any form of dark screen, whether it be a dark gray, whether it be a gunmetal screen, it's always going to produce a lower white level than a white screen. To say that the screen is so dark that you can't see it, well, we'll see. Because I've done this before, but we're going to do this again. I have several sheets of white paper here. We're going to take these white sheets of paper. We're going to lay them against my screen, including one certified white screen. And we're going to see if it's possible if only the white sheets of paper will show and our screen will come out so completely dark you can't see it at all. Now, like I said before, anytime we do tests like this, opposite. If I can display and show off how bright my white levels are next to a white sheet of paper, you should do the same thing against a black sheet of paper in contrast levels, fully lit environment. Now, it's stated on the website under the 12s or anything else we make, darker screens, it's stated that white levels are going to be a tad, as we explain that to you over and over again. Back when I do demonstrations against high performance screens, what's the first thing I show you? White screen first. There you go. I love how people think that that's something that we hide from you. And that's something we don't hide. We never hide that from you. Because if I don't show you those white levels, there's no way in the world I'm going to be able to see on my end which screens are producing too high of a white level. So that has to be displayed. Now, the beautiful thing about black screens is the fact that they can produce something that other screens can't do. They can produce a 100% contrast level. Even with the gray screens we have, like, so we make everything. If the black screen is not to your liking, it's not something that you're interested in, then we make gray screens. We have a black silver, and we also make an ultralight gray. These are screens that are designed to produce higher white levels. So keep in mind, with these screens, contrast levels are not going to be as high as a black screen. This has been explained multiple times in multiple demonstrations. But in theory, I want to see, and as I said before, when the demonstrations that were done against the 12, that whatever was in that mixture that was claiming to be our product was so dark that you couldn't even see the screen at all properly. It was unwatchable. And that's how they tried to paint black screens. Unwatchable, too dark. Which I find interesting about that, because with our gray technology, we can show you contrast levels, and they have yet to have done that yet. I'll show you could do a gray contrast. They won't even show you a star field. So let's see if the image comes up so dark that you can't make out anything at all on the screen. Unwatchable. So in order for you to get everyday colors like blues and greens and reds, that requires a white level. Levels like that require a contrast level. Anything darker colors require contrast. Let's hurry this up a bit there. The screen is supposed to be so dark you can't see it. Yeah, you can't even see out the individual branches on each tree. Can't see it on a white sheet of paper. Let's go move over to, let's see, we got a bunch of them in here. Let's get this one right here. Pull this one out. Here we go. You can see the individual snowflakes. That'd be virtually impossible to be able to see if the screen wasn't producing any form of white level whatsoever. If it was so dark and unwatchable, there's no way in the world you would be able to see those individual snowflakes falling. No, you wouldn't be able to see any of that at all, period. Let's go with LG snowboarding.
Getting that from YouTube.
Now, as I said before, there's no dark screen out there, whether it be UV mix or whatever, that would ever have the capability of matching the white levels of a white screen. Virtually impossible. But to make it out that our black technology is so dark you can't even see the screen, yeah, that's a bit foolish. I'd say a lot foolish. Let's try, let me see, well, you can't pick up the colors beyond that door. Let's try 4K colors.
Getting that from YouTube.
As a matter of fact, what about this Philips? Philips, 4K.
Getting that from YouTube.
See if we got one of those very beautiful colors. So you wouldn't be to see any of that, period. If the screen was too dark, you wouldn't be to see none of that. Now, as I said before, anytime we come on here and we have to do one of these, that means now you're going to be requested to do the exact same demonstration but with black paper and to show a Starfield demonstration. I don't get it. This is the part I don't get. We run tons of tests just about every day on just about levels that most people don't even go near. And yet, these are the same individuals. This is how the technology is supposed to look, but yet they don't do any of the tests. None of them. Not even on their own stuff, they don't do any of the tests. When was the last time you've seen somebody pull out screen paint and say, hey, today we're going to do a long distance test, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, so and so and so, we're going to do all this live, so and so and so and so, we're going to take it outside, we're going to take it at 13 feet. They don't do any of that. No, period. But they're the first ones to come at us, and the reason why is because we set the bar too high, and that's what it is. They want to take the easy way out. Can't take the easy way out. You have to do it the hard way. There's no way in the world you're going to buy brakes for your car if you know that they have not been properly tested. That'd be a real foolish thing to do. Oh, look at this 4K color. What in the heck is all that? Okay, that's interesting. It's not what I wanted, but okay. Now this is a big eye opener for those of you who have white projection screens and you really think that you're picking up color and you're picking up contrast and all that. Not even close. You're not seeing anything. As I said before, you're not seeing anything. Nothing at all. You can spend all the money you want for the most high-end projector. You're not seeing nothing, as you can see right here. This is not even the dark environment. Okay, well, that being said, I'm done for the day. Thank you all for your time. I have to go, and God bless.